What up, my peoples? It's old Bob back in the place to be with another video for you. A little philosophy, a little music. Today we're going to talk about compassion. So talk about radical compassion. The way in comes from a conversation I had with another cousin of mine. And now he's a math teacher. In fact, he's one of Big Apple Teachers of the Year last year, which is like a huge honor. And he's on TikTok under the name Mr. G. So I'm going to throw a link somewhere around so you can go check out his TikTok. But Mr. G, my cousin Mike, he had a question for me about one of the lyrics in my songs. And the first one I put up, he said, you know, my body, my ears, and my laugh are my politics. He said, well, that's a place of privilege to come from, that's all you have to worry about. And I said, Mike, I think you're taking this the wrong way. I don't mean that's all I'm responsible for. What I mean is that that's all that I have agency over. My body, my ears, and my laugh are the way that I'm going to affect the change that I want to see in the world. Those three things are going to be my tools to engage in radical compassion with people that I disagree with. The only way I have to bear my philosophy into the world, to give birth to the way I see the world, is who I spend time with, how well I listen, and what sense of humor I bring into the situation. My body, my ears, and my laugh. Now, I think we're all no strangers to the polarization that's happened over the course of the internet age. You know, people are in chat rooms. I don't think anybody's in chat rooms anymore. I just dated myself a lot. But people are on Twitter and Facebook yelling at each other in comment sections. They're just screaming at each other in all caps and exclamation points and calling each other's names and saying stuff that you wouldn't say if you were face to face with someone, right? There's this division that's happening in America. We're all familiar with this. The question I want to get to, and I do want to give a shout out to Russell Brand, because I love the way he talks about this stuff, and I've been watching a lot of his videos. So what's up, Russell Brand? I love the work that you're doing in this space. Is who does that benefit? Who does it benefit when we're fighting with each other? Well, it benefits the people in power, right? Because the Republicans that get elected in red states, red districts, their jobs are safe. The Democrats that are elected in blue states and blue districts, their jobs are safe. The more polarized we are, the more entrenched they become. They can serve 40, 50, 60 years in office in a dysfunctional Congress. I mean, come on, it's the only job in America where you can be really, really, really bad at your job and do it for 60 years and nobody votes you out. Why? Because we hate the other team so much. In fact, thanks Russell Brand took me off to this. In fact, they're investing in the companies they're charged with regulating. They're making money off of stocks from the companies that they're supposed to be regulating. That's just wild. That's just wild. So it behooves them to keep us divided. It also benefits the corporations that they're investing in. The corporations that sponsor their campaigns over 40 and 50 and 60 years. Right? These corporations, they don't care. They put 50% over here, 50% over here. They didn't pick a team. They don't have to. They're corporations. They're soulless. They're not people. But they benefit with a divided America. In addition, they get a little tangential benefit, which is the fact that you're angry, you're depressed, and you're convinced that negative emotions need to be fixed with outside influence. Something from the outside needs to come into me and fix my insides. Could be shopping, could be gambling. The sports betting is just crazy right now. Be careful with that. I'll be honest with you. Be careful with that. It could be sex. Could be drugs. Whatever it is, you need something from the outside to fix your inside. So the angrier you are, the more depressed you are about how angry you are and how ineffectual your actions seem, the more you're going to pump money into corporations that tell you they can fix what's wrong with you. But first of all, you don't need to be fixed. There's nothing wrong with you. Negative emotions are an essential part of the human experience. Now, anger can be a signal that there's been some kind of transgression, whether by someone else or by yourself. But there's ways to address those transgressions that don't come from the outside. They come from our sphere of influence. I'll give you a hint. There's 3 of them I can think of. Your body, your ears, and your laugh. Get into rooms with people that you disagree with. Do non-political activities, because the politics is just in the practice of being there. You know? Bowl, garden, play music with people that you disagree with. Find them and have some fun together. Listen to each other. Learn how to listen. Practice listening. It's a practice. And laugh. You know, a lot of indigenous communities in the Americas have a celebration for a baby's first laugh, because it's the first sign of them experiencing humanity, them experiencing a connection of humanity and expressing that connection through joyful noise. So let's laugh together. You know, all this stuff that's happening online is happening not in person. It's a lot of talking, and it's very serious. It's the antithesis of our body, our ears, and our laugh. We could bring those things together. Maybe we could do something about our dysfunctional government. Maybe we could do something about our interior life. If we focus on what we have agency over to affect change in the world, if we get in rooms with each other, if we start to listen, if we start to laugh. So I got a little tune for you guys called Just the Tips. It's supposed to be funny. I hope you enjoy it. Another one of my big influences, LP. I try to style the production after LP, and if you haven't heard his music, I mean, obviously Run the Jewels is huge. Love them, but I've been an LP fan since Company Flow, since his first solo records. He's just the dude. And I just listened to the podcast he did with Open Mike Eagle. What had happened was, and it's a fascinating look at an artist's whole body of work. So shout outs to that, to what had happened was. Those are some of the things I've been thinking about and listening to. I hope you enjoy your day. I hope you get to do something creative. I hope you spend some time with people in community, listening and laughing. All right? Peace.
Keep your eyes on your pies, your belly button, your socks clean. That way you'll be ready when opportunities knock it. Clock in, put your nose to the grindstone. They measure your credits and dance a check when the time's gone. Maybe you're a function ever since you were a baby of a system of obsession that's designed to make you crazy, make you wish that you were better, taller, faster, smarter, stronger. Ooh, the new noob gets me hot and bothered. Go filling up your 401k though. Pace yourself, homie, don't chase the rainbow. Luck is for suckers and work is for hustlers. Dig hopping on shots of these protesting truckers. Man is the new mecca, home wrecker, holy land. My kids new teacher, copy bread from OnlyFans. The art of the status, put a stake in your heart and kill whatever you feel while Billy plays in the yard. It's the top of the line, it's the state of the art. How you spending your time, how you making your mark. Only the best of the best will be the cream of the crop. You better pay your respects. You wanna end on top. It's the top of the line. It's the state of the art. How you spending your time? How you making your mark? Only the best of the best will be the cream of the crop. You better pay your respects. You wanna end on top. Thank God, the revolution's finally happening. It's a little odd that it's sponsored by Applebee's, but don't worry, we're here to celebrate diversity. Our new salad's Asian, it tastes amazing. God damn it, Brad, what a presentation. Only took 8 seconds for the hack your cranium. If grown-ass folks is going macadamia, you only know once, so boomer, please don't blow it. But the slang ain't Swayze if your parents know it. Oh, there's an actor named Patrick Swayze. You ever wonder where all of these packages come from? They back in the warehouse getting packed by someone, but I feel dead inside without my favorite stuff. A broken heart hurt worse than a paper cut. You still feel guilt, we got a pill for that. Side effects may include, you better chill with that. Pfizer fought so noble in the war on COVID, called a purple heart for the profit motive. Now the senators standing at their beck and call. The farmer stocks hot topic at the National Mall. Hot tip, want a little bit of inside info. Invest the dough for the people passing the law. The NSA ain't got shit on your Google search history. Try and regulate all this big tech energy. I know I'm coming to last on this human centipede, but real talk, what the fuck is an NFT? But for real though, can somebody explain it? Because I'm lost. Top of the line, it's the state of the art. How you spending your time, how you making your mark. Only the best of the best will be the cream of the crop. You better pay your respects. You wanna end up on top, on top, on top, on top. It's the top of the line, it's the state of the art. How you spending your time, how you making your mark. Only the best of the best will be the cream of the crop. You better pay your respects. You wanna end up on top, on top, on top.